Throw that bag, I'm a bad little bitch, nigga. Got every ex nigga mad and they big bidder. Diamonds on the chain, blinging off my tits, nigga. I hit his phone, he gon' curve her like a pitch, nigga. Worth the me, pussy good, so we been hooked. If he got seen out with me, it's a big look. Worth the pop, body smoking like a big blunt.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Jeray, aka Smoke by Jeray. And today, I'm gonna teach y'all how to achieve this all-natural brown glam look. I mean, look at that glow. It's just popping. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, let's get into this glam, okay? Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna clean our face. So I'm cleaning my face with a makeup wipe. You can use a baby wipe as well, but a clean face will just set a great tone and a great surface for when you apply foundation on top. Okay, now we're going to apply our Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Brow Styling Wax. Okay, now you want to grab a spoolie and rub it in your wax and apply it upon your brow. You want to move in an upward motion while also pushing the spoolie into your skin so you can have a flat brow. You do not want any hairs loose or anything like that. Okay, now we're using our Go Brow Brow Pencil. You can get this at your local beauty store or drugstore. Okay, now you want to use your brow pencil and lightly go underneath your brow. You want to follow your natural brow line so that way your brows can actually look very natural. You do not want to drag your pencil, you want to flick it. And you want to do the same to the other brow as well. Okay, so I always stop and make sure my brows look a little bit of the same. Now, they're not twins, they're sisters, okay? Okay, now we're gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown. I'm telling y'all, this is the best thing. So now you want to grab your angled eyebrow brush and you want to dip it in the pomade and wipe off all the excess product so that way you won't use that much upon your brow. Okay, now you want to take your brow brush and you want to follow that line that we did underneath our brows with the pencil. You want to just follow that to make it a nice fierce cut look. And then for the top part of your brow, you want to follow your natural brow and you want to give yourself a nice and natural look and following your natural arch. So to fill in your brows, you really want to move in like a upward motion. You want to follow where your natural hairs grow, so you want to flick up like how I'm doing now. Alright, so now you want to grab a spoolie and just run it through your brows to blend them perfectly. Okay, so now you want to just do the same thing to the other brow. Nothing wrong with just sitting back and looking at your brows. You want to make sure that they look similar. They are not twins, they are sisters, okay? Okay, now we will be applying the Pharmacy Daily Greens Oil-Free Gel Moisturizer. Okay, so now you just want to rub that all within your skin and get it all within your pores for a smooth foundation surface. Okay, so now you just want to pat that in to make sure it is nice and matte and soft. Okay, so the next product I'll be using is Calamine lotion. Okay, so now I'm just gonna dab that lotion in the areas mostly where I'm oily at, as well as in the areas that I have dark spots at. Okay, so now we'll be using the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet High Coverage Concealer. Okay, so now you just want to apply that concealer right beneath your brow. Now you want to grab a concealer brush and you want to follow your natural brow arch. Now you want to follow that line that we made with that brow pencil, and remember to give yourself that natural arch that you have. Okay, so now you just want to pat that product into place so it can look nice and matte. And you want to do the same beneath the other brow. There's nothing wrong with stepping back and just making sure that your brows look similar. Okay, now we'll be using the Real Technique 300 Deluxe Crease Brush. Okay, now you want to take that brush and just dab it in your skin. You want to blend that concealer out in your skin. Okay, now we will be using e.l.f. Cosmetics Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Olive. Okay, so now you just want to apply that above your brow, and then you want to take a cut crease brush and you just want to outline the top part of your brow. Now you just want to do the same thing to the other brow. Now you want to take that same deluxe crease brush and you want to blend out the concealer above your brows. Now we will be using the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. Okay, now I will be using the Real Technique 200 Expert Face Brush. Now you want to take your brush and you want to dab that foundation into your skin, blending it into your skin. Remember to dab. So there's nothing wrong with fixing your mistake, nothing at all. Okay, so I do dab my foundation into my eyelid because my concealer is 1 or 2 shades lighter than me, so I want it to blend with my foundation. Okay, so we will be using the same concealer that we used underneath our brows to contour. Now, I want to say that you do not need that much concealer on your face. Matter of fact, you don't need that much products on your face. I repeat, not that much product. You just want to dip an angled brush inside that concealer and draw a line down your nose to contour your nose. So now we will be using the Huda Beauty Contour and Bronzer Cream in the shade Tantour. You want to dip your contour brush into the product and you just want to go on your forehead near your hairline as well as on your cheeks just to give yourself high cheekbones as well. You want to grab an angled brush and contour your nose by outlining the lighter concealer. I'll be using the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray, using the Real Technique Miracle Complexion Sponge and spraying that setting spray on. You want to dab that product into place. When I say dab, I mean dab it into place. Do not move it. Don't sway your hands back and forth, mushing the product somewhere that it's not supposed to be. you want to get a blending brush and just blend your nose all the way up to your eyebrow. You want to leave a little space so that way we can see that light concealer that we did apply beneath the brow. Now I'm going to grab a foundation brush. This brush is from Sephora, and I just dab that dark contour into my skin. When I move my hands back and forth, I am still dabbing it into my skin, making sure it's getting me a nice smooth matte finish. Okay, so I'm going to go back in and just put more contour on my cheeks, because like I said, I like my cheeks snatched. Okay, when I say snatched, I mean snatched. I'm gonna use my foundation brush that I use to put on my foundation on my eyes, because I do not want that concealer to be all over my eyes, because it's not my shade. Again, concealer is 1 or 2 shades lighter than you, and you don't want your whole eyelid that color. And there's nothing wrong with just sitting back and just looking at your face and at your brows, making sure everything's blended and is perfect before you ever set your face, okay? Okay, so now I'll be using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder, and the shade will be in the description below. You want to grab a sponge and dab all that powder into your highlighted areas. When I say dab it in your skin, dab it. Do not move that powder across your skin, or you're going to give yourself lines, and lines are not cute. Your face needs to look blended, not with lines. I'll be using the Sephora Powder Contour Palette. Grab your powder contour brush, and you just want to pat that into your dark contoured areas. Literally, on every single dark contour area, you want to pat this in to give yourself a nice matte finish. Apply that powder on the dark contour of your nose, blending it up right beneath your eyebrow. I'll be using the Naked Urban Decay Smoky Eyeshadow Palette. I'll be applying that brown eyeshadow in the crease of my eyelid now. So if you see me talking in this video, just know that I'm talking to my daughter. She just loves watching me do makeup. Now I'll be using the Provision Kaleidoscope eyeshadow palette. So now you just want to take a blending brush and you just want to blend that brown powder all the way up to your eyebrow, still leaving that space that we put the concealer at. And then as well, you want to blend it in with that dark brown eyeshadow that we put within your crease. You just want to repeat the same thing to the other eyelid. Make sure that both of your eyelids look the same and that both of the eyeshadows are blended together. So you don't want to see any separation between the eyeshadows and you don't want to see any lines either. Okay, so now I will be using the P. Louise Base Eyeshadow Primer. Okay, so what I will be doing with this primer is cutting my crease. I'm not going to do a nice smooth sharp crease because that's not what I was going for. So what you do is you start from the corner of your eye and you move towards the arch of your eyebrow. Don't go all the way up to your eyebrow, you just want to move towards it just to give yourself that nice looking crease. So now when you look up, you should not see that white line literally above your crease. So when your eyelids crease up, you should not see that white line above that. Now you just want to do the same thing to the other eyelid. Okay, so now we're going to use the same palette in the shade Carving, and we're going to pat that eyeshadow right on top of that eyeshadow base. Now when you go in with your eyeshadow brush, when I say you need to pat that eyeshadow in, pat it in. You do not want to sway it back and forth because we do not want lines on that base. So you want to just pat it in and give it a nice matte finish. Okay, so now you just want to repeat the same thing to the other eyelid. Now we're going to take that light brown that we put right beneath your brow, and we're just going to blend it in with that carving shade that we put on your eyelid. Now remember, you want to pat that eyeshadow in. Pat it in. Do not sway it back and forth. Pat. You want to go back in with that same dark brown eyeshadow that we used in the beginning on your eyelid, and you just want to blend it in with that brown that we just used. So now I'll be using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner in the shade Black. What I do is I start from my inner corner and I just glide it right on the edge of my eyelid. I don't want a thick line, so that's why I'm doing thin ones, because I want this look to look natural. Okay, so you do want to make sure that both of your eyeliners do match on both eyelids. So you don't want one eyeliner to be thick on one eyelid and one to be skinny. You want to make sure that they both match, that your eyes do not look off. Okay, so now I will be going in with my Mary Kay mascara in the shade Black. Now let me share with you the importance of mascara. Now I know some of you are like, why put mascara on if you're about to put lashes on? It makes your lashes look way much better when you have mascara on, okay? It looks like they blended together, it looks natural, as well as eyeshadow does get on your eyelashes. So how would you look with black eyelashes and then you have brown eyelashes underneath because of the eyeshadow got on your real ones? That's not cute, sis. So now we will be using the Duo Adhesive Lash Glue. So now you want to apply a thin layer of this lash glue upon your eyelid. Now you want to not go all the way to the corner of your eyelid, as you see I'm not doing, because I do want to leave a little space so that way my lashes do look as natural as possible. Now, when I say this is the best lash glue I have ever used, when I say every time I use them, my lashes stay on all day. So quit using that hair glue, start using this lash glue, okay? Okay, so the lashes I'll be using is called Fox Minks. They are from the beauty store, or you can get them from a drugstore as well. Okay, so now you want to grab your tweezers and apply your lashes right on the edge of your eyelid. You do not want to have a space in between your real lashes and your fake lashes. You want them to look as natural as possible. As natural as possible, as well as you do not want to put your lashes right in your eyelash corner. That is not cute. That is not how your real lashes grow, okay? Okay, now we will be going in with our Real Technique 402 setting brush to just pat in our setting powder. You really want to pat that powder in really well because you want your face to look as matte as ever, literally. So even though you are moving your brush back and forth, please make sure that you're still patting that in. Okay, so you really want to pat this powder into place. You don't want to move it out the way or anything. And even though you are moving your brush back and forth, you still want to make sure that you are patting while you are doing that. So that way we can have a nice, matte, clean, smooth surface. Okay, so now I'll be using the BH Cosmetics Blush Palette. I will also be using the Real Technique 400 Blush Brush. Okay, so I get a lot of questions in my DM about what shade blush you should use. So I always tell people, if you are a darker skin tone, please use a darker shade blush. If you are a lighter skin tone, please use a lighter shade blush. Don't be light and use a dark blush because you're gonna look like a clown, okay? Okay, so the way you want to apply this blush is you want to pat it in place, as well as you want to go in circles all the way up your dark contour line that we made. So you just want to pat it in as you smile, and you just want to move it up your cheekbone. Okay, so I don't know if this is abnormal or not, but I always put blush on my nose, just on the tip. I don't know why, it just gives it a more natural look to me. So now I'm just going in with some Aquaphor ointment. You can also use Vaseline, but I just put it upon my lips. Okay, so you really want to rub that ointment in your lips pretty good. You then want to take a makeup wipe or a baby wipe and just wipe that ointment off. The reason I put the ointment on is so that it will be easier for me to take the makeup off my lips with that makeup wipe. Okay, so now I'll be going in with my lip pencil. This lip pencil I got out a drugstore, so you can get it out of a beauty store or a drugstore. It's probably like $1 or $2, but you really want to outline your lips so that way when you put a gloss or your lipstick on, that your lips look perfect. So now you just want to outline the top part of your lip. I do that by folding my lips in so that way I can see exactly where my top lip has that indent at, so I can outline my top lip perfectly to where it is sharp. So I'm going back into my lip to fill it in a little bit more because I like my lips looking dark. I like that thick liner on my lip. Some people like a thin line on their lip. I like mine thick for this look. Okay, so now I'll just be putting an oil on my lip. It's in like a lip gloss too, so I'm just applying oil at this point. Now I'll be using and applying this pink gloss by Revolution. So you really want to work that pink gloss into your lips, and you want to watch that brown and pink blend together. I mean, look at that. It's just, literally, look at that. It's just perfect. Okay, so now I'm applying a BB Metallic Lip Cream. When I say this is my favorite lip cream in the world, I swear. It just gives you a nice natural glow. I mean, look at it. I'm just taking a nice clean brush and just outlining my lips, making sure I'm making my lips nice and sharp around the edges. That way nothing looks out of place. Okay, so now you just want to check yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything looks good before you even spray any setting spray on. You want to set your face with that same setting spray by Urban Decay. Now I will be using the Nicole Hiller Glow Getter Highlighting Palette. So now you just want to work that highlight into your cheeks. You really want to smile while you do it so that way you can catch your natural glow spots. So you want to work that just going up your cheekbone on both sides. Now you want to touch upon your other natural highlighting spots, which is your chin, your nose, and your forehead as well. Now to highlight my nose, I use my fingers to do that. I just feel like a brush just doesn't do my nose justice when it comes to highlight, and my finger does. It just makes it look more natural to me. so now I'm just going to dip a eyeshadow brush into that palette and work it within the corners of my eyes just to make my eyes pop a little better. Now, I have had people ask me, why do I spray my setting spray on first before I do my highlight? And that's just because if you do your highlight first and then you spray your setting spray, I feel like the setting spray makes everything matte and your highlight is supposed to make your face glow. That's why I do it after the setting spray. I'm just going in with that same dark brown eyeshadow that we put within my crease. I'm just putting it right on my bottom eyeliner. Now, you don't want to make it too dark, so you don't want to put a lot of eyeshadow on there. You just want to make it nicely dark that it looks natural. Now, I don't know why, but every time I do any type of bottom eyeliner or put eyeshadow down there, my eyes water, so I have to fan my eyes so they don't water on my makeup. Okay, now let's get into this finished look, okay? I know y'all see that melanin glowing. All products that I used in this video will be in the description below. Go ahead and follow me on all social media platforms at Smoked by Jure. Comment below the next YouTube video you'd like to see me do. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Period. Okay?